the world, Chuck. Everything you've ever loved. Everything you see.
Your sequence is absolutely incredible. And I have so many questions about creating the dance, because last I spoke to Mike, he mentioned that you, Tom Taylor, and Mandy kind of just went off and created the dance and the music together. So here's how I'll get at that. When you started that process, what did you picture the dance looking like and the music sounding like? And how does that compare to where you all landed in the end?
Honestly, when I first read the dance sequence, I was intimidated. And I had no idea what the music was going to be like, because how can you, this is the beauty of this sequence, is it seems like it could happen. And sometimes you can't just anticipate or plan these spontaneous, beautiful moments. So I don't really know what I thought the music was going to be, but I just knew that with Mandy at the helm of this dance ship, wow, we're into naval metaphors. I just knew that we were gonna stay on the right course, and I trusted her. She trusted me. She trusted Tom, and it was really difficult because Tom was training in London and I was training in LA, and it was only 2 weeks before we were shooting it that we got together and started rehearsing the dance together. So there were a lot of questions of like, oh, how will Tom be as a lead? How will I be, following his lead? And it worked out beautifully because Mandy is brilliant and Tom is incredible. And Mandy's assistant choreographers that she was working with were an incredible source of support. And I had a lot to learn on this. I learned swing. I had never done swing dancing before, bossa nova, cha-cha. I dance socially. I do salsa and cha-cha, whatever, but not at all focusing on the technical part of it. And so in order to experience that level of freedom and joy in the moment, you have to build a strong structure. And in such a short time, only Mandy Moore could do that.
Oh my, I have so many follow-up questions because you just used the word joy. I'll go there next, because another thing that Mike and Tom kept stressing when we were talking at TIFF was how important it was for this dance to express joy. Can you pinpoint any specific moves or notes Mandy gave you that can accomplish that?
It's in the routine that she choreographed. There's just an undeniable kinetic energy that feels so alive. And when something is alive, when something is moving, when something is nurturing this like spirit of discovery and curiosity and constant, just like every time we did it, we discovered something new. And I don't know, it never got old. So I think did that answer your question? I sort of
no. It almost feels like an impossible question to answer, which is why I couldn't help but ask it. I mean, it kind of speaks to another thing I had jotted down, and you kind of just alluded to that a little. But you're doing this choreographed dance, but in the movie, it's supposed to feel totally impulsive, and like my brain can't compute how you do both at the same time, but you all do it so beautifully.
Thank you. But I also think that's just because dance is so in your body. You drill it first, so it's here first, and then your body starts to understand. And I think even as an actress, dancing aside, that's something that I'm practicing and learning about right now at my acting studio. I had never gone to acting class before, and I was in New York at the time, moved back to LA 2 years ago, and I just started this acting class because I was like, I don't really know. I need someone to like mentor me or teach me something about my craft, because it always came. I started so young. It came so naturally, and I never just stopped to look at myself and reflect upon like, how can I grow in this field? I have all these other hobbies. I loved school growing up. I wanted to go to a university, and I do Muay Thai, I surf, I'm taking Japanese class. Like I have all these things, but I was like, acting. I can't believe I neglected that for so long in terms of like developing an actual skill set in relationship with this part of my artistry. And yeah, I'm realizing that the more it's in your body, the more you stop second guessing yourself, and you stop planning, you stop questioning and analyzing things, and you just feel it. And your body is never the same as it was like a moment before, it's changing all the time. Things are going to resonate with you differently in an instant. And so that's why I think the dance felt so new and bright, and it honored the spirit of like spontaneity, because we were forced to be in our bodies, and as actors we like to be up here and really like think things through, but dance, you don't have time. You drill it first, and then it's in your body, and you learn to trust yourself, trust your dance partner. That was a long answer.
I love that. I mean, if I had all day with you, I would have a bajillion follow-up questions to that particular answer. But because I don't, I did want to make sure to squeeze this question in. It's a bit of a personal question, but it's inspired by the film, because I obviously love the line, the universe is large and it contains multitudes. But then this part always gets me, but it also contains me. And in this moment, I am wonderful and I have the right to be wonderful. Can you tell me the last time you kind of stopped and thought to yourself, I am wonderful?
I don't know. The more I think about life and what I value and these things, I believe that the invisible things are the most valuable. And I've been talking a lot about truth and justice and peace and love. And the more I nurture those things and how wonderful those things are, and yes, we are wonderful and we do have the right to, nurture that in ourselves. But I find more fulfillment in my life when I pursue truth more than self. And I mean, my relationship to truth, that's what I find most fulfilling and wonderful.
I think that's a beautiful answer. I totally understand that. The other personal question I had that was inspired by the film is, it came from a quote that Mike had said while we were at TIFF. He mentioned that he hopes this movie inspires people to put the briefcase down and let yourself dance, whatever that means to you, whatever your, expression of joy is, whether it be painting, being with family, writing, being athletic. So my question to you now is, what is your personal version of joy dancing? Is there a particular hobby that lets you let your heart out right now?
It's dance. It's all forms of dance. And life is too short. If you're at the party, people are on their phones, and you hear a song that you love. I've always chosen to dance, and every time I do, I never regret it. And the fear of regretting or missing the moment of dance, dance is so important for everyone, whether or not you think you're a good dancer. I think there are two kinds of dance. I think there's professional dancing, and I think there's just having a good time. And I think everybody should just, I think Annalise says, not that my opinion matters, but I think people owe it to themselves to experience what it is to just let loose through dance, and not necessarily like waiting for someone to present that opportunity. Make these opportunities for yourself. Sorry, my cats are running all around. I don't know if you're...
I mean, there's a cat tree right behind me. You never know what's going to happen in this room either. My cats bring me joy. That's what I'll throw out there. I'm going to say huge congratulations on the movie. Truly exceptional in it. Loved it.
Thank you. Thank you, Perri.